basically, you guys have about 10-15 minutes. Those of you that want to get in the land mastermind, you guys have about 10-15 minutes to get in. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire tonight. It's gonna be wonderful. Um, Basically, what we're gonna be talking about is how when you have your land, you are going to then pay off your land and leverage your land to build a house or build houses um to sell, and then eventually keep one of the houses or some of the houses for yourself to live in and to rent. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm just going to broadcast a little bit of it, not all of it. um so you guys want to go ahead and call me now, 754-229-0940, and we'll get you signed up, and you guys could come and see the full class. You could come and see the full class. Okay. um we're gonna start in a little while um with my students, and yeah, man, great stuff. So you guys want to get in, please. Citibank. Somebody got 81 trillion. 81 trillion.
I'm disappearing. Let me just say this right now. I am saved.
Dang, somebody got $81 trillion. These banks, I really believe these banks are really about to fail. Like, for real, for real. These banks are really, for real, about to fail. And unless you have solid physical assets, um, you probably pretty much lose all your money. I ended up selling most of my cryptocurrency. I'm holding on to Tron because I really believe Tron is going to be the one to really set it off. Tron is really going to be the number one cryptocurrency. Um, People kind of sleeping on Tron right now. I really believe it's going to be the number one cryptocurrency. Y'all have to really study cryptocurrency to know what I'm talking about. Um, I'm basically only holding on to Tron and I think one other coin. I'm not holding on to much anything else. Um, for the simple fact that I see what's going on, and it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be pretty when the shit hit the fan. So I'm holding on to physical assets. Um, I got some digital gold. Um, I do have some digital gold. What I mean by that, some stocks in some companies that they deal in gold. Um, so basically, what I'm gonna be doing is um telling you guys, showing you guys how to buy land through owner financing, and that way you guys can um get everything you need from your land. Okay, you guys get everything you need from your land. You live on your land. You live on your land. You grow your food on your land. Everything comes from your land. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes from your land. So all you guys really need is land. Everything comes from your land. Um, and your money's gonna be secured in your land. Your money's gonna be secured in your land. So your land is actually gonna be your bank. That's why you have a lot of people right now talking about land banking because the land is gonna be your bank. There's too much weird stuff going on with these banks. They canceled my Cash App account. I don't know anybody else. Did anybody else get their Cash App account canceled? Did anybody else get their Cash App account canceled? Because they are canceling people's Cash App accounts. A lot of weird shit. Since I've been noticing it since 2020 when I bought my ranch, and I was just trying to get a $9,000 certified check, and they was giving me the rigmarole for hours to get my money out the bank. To get my money out the bank, they was giving me the rigmarole for hours. So I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all. Um, land is gonna be the way to go. Thank me now or thank me later. Land is gonna be the way to go. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all, but y'all not listening to me. For some reason, y'all not listening to me. Um, I talk to a lot of people, and people are so brainwashed. It's ridiculous. People really believe in jobs. Y'all see all these government jobs going away. I try to tell y'all, jobs is not secure. Finding a business that you can do, your own business, okay? Finding your own business that you can do, okay, is the security. Okay? I don't care if it's doing social media, just finding your business that you could do is your security, man. Is your security. I'm telling you. That is a surefire way. The only ones got it right as far as how to live off the system is the Amish. They're the only ones that got it right, man. They're the only ones that got it right. They're the only ones that got it right. Is the Amish. So y'all need to y'all need to figure this out, man. Y'all need to figure this out. So if y'all need to go to the bathroom, go ahead and go to the bathroom and whatever y'all need to do. We are about to start class. And it's gonna be fire, like I said. We're gonna talk about the ultimate 2 nights. Hey, Miss Nadine, you come to class? I'm sorry to hear this, bro. Oh, which part? Which part you sorry to hear? About the banks? Yeah, the banks is tripping, man. The banks are tripping. I don't know what's going on, but I just happened to turn on TikTok and the comedian dude came on and said somebody got 81 trillion in their bank account by mistake. Man, I'm expect they lucky that they didn't take away 81 trillion out their bank account. They lucky they didn't have like $81,000 or $8,000 in their bank account and the bank wiped it all out. I ain't keeping that type of money in no bank. Y'all got me up. I'm not keeping no more than maybe a few $100s in my bank account. No more than that. Everything else is in assets. Everything else is in assets. I'm only keeping enough in there, maybe $500 in there. At any given time, um, to do what I need to do, pay some bills and buy more assets. Anybody that know me personally would tell you that nigga does not walk around with a lot of cash. The minute he gets some cash, he paying bills, buying assets, doing what he need to do. If something comes up, I go hustle. I go hustle up some cash, do what I need to do. Should I go donate some goddamn plasma? But I'm not keeping no fucking money in the bank. You got me messed up. You got me messed up, bro. Serious. Like you keeping all this money in the bank in these times is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. That's like people with government jobs been walking around here talking about their job is secure. They work for the government. Their job is secure. Nothing is secure. I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I really don't know. Nothing is secure except for what you can own physically. And even then, it ain't 100%, but at least it's better. The best thing is to own something physical. That is the best thing. That is the best thing, is to own something physical. If you don't own nothing physical, I feel bad for y'all, man. I really do. I really, really do. Um, so basically, before we get started, what I want you guys to do is I need you guys to be in the right mindset. Okay? You have to be in the right mindset. If you're not in the right mindset, if you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, you are not in the right mindset. Let me put some more water and stuff in my I got my thing here. My incense. Man, that's what I think. I was wondering why. I thought I had finished all of these, and I did. I was wondering why I had another bottle here. I love burning oil. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells so good. Hey, goddess.
Hey, peace, 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 beloved.
Hey.
I see you camping out there. It looks like fun.
Fun, fun, fun.
Not a worry in the world. Ain't that something? Stress free. Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't have a worry in the world. You know how I do.
I know you don't.
You know how I do. Can you live like this?
Heck yeah, to get away from society, of course.
Or you
People
start.
don't understand the level of stress that we deal with living in the city life and living under this government the way we is. Living to pay them. You don't get to keep your own freaking money because you're trying to keep a roof over your head and live comfortable and nice. But all it's doing is just it's tearing you apart.
Right.
It's just tearing you apart. That's why I said I don't care for the city life anymore. I could live in the country. I tell people, I say I'd rather deal with the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, than to deal with these people. Mm-mm.
You see how I'm living.
I'm telling you, that's what's up. That's just,
Can
you
you?
know what? Soon a whole lot of people gonna be like that for real. They're gonna walk away. If they don't
Everybody.
know something about this mortgage business, the banks, and all this crap that's going on, a lot of people are walking away from the city.
You
A
see,
lot of people.
you see how all these secured government jobs. I'm talking about highly secure government jobs are gone.
But you know what? They
People.
were all bogus positions that was made up and collecting money.
Yep, that's what it
That's why Trump.
was. That's what I'm
Yep,
trying to
that's
tell
why Trump
people.
said he was cleaning out the swamps. People
Clean.
didn't understand what he was talking about, but I knew what he was talking about because you know we up on that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but guess what though?
Yep.
I do insurance, right?
Right.
And we get a whole lot of calls. I mean, constantly, and usually after the 15th to open enrollment, we go slow.
Right.
And they'll start laying people off. Oh my God, it's like open enrollment. And I got this call, Shan, and the young lady, because we have to ask them, you know, when did you lose coverage or whatever? She said, I just recently lose coverage. I used to work for the IRS and they closed us down. They closed. She just kept saying it like it was impossible that it actually happened.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shoot, Trump is on the ball with that mess.
People thought it was impossible. People thought it would never happen to them. They thought.
But I can vouch for, yes, he did shut down the IRS because we getting these calls now. People calling for medical and dental insurance because the IRS is shut down.
They used to have insurance with the government. Now they have to get their own private insurance.
That's right. Yes, they are.
So you busy? You busy?
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out why is we getting all these calls. I'm used to taking my little naps during the day when it's slow and stuff, and let the call ring and wake me up, and you know that's how I was able to talk to everybody during the day like that. But not no more. Those calls are back to back, and that's what she told me. She said the IRS closed.
Are you serious?
Yes. All over the country, we're getting calls back to back.
Mostly from government employees.
Yes.
Wow. Or ex.
She say I just got laid off. I said, when did you get laid off? She said, this happened maybe about 2 weeks ago. She said, 2 weeks ago I used to work for the IRS and they closed. That's what she said.
I guess I should say ex-government employees.
No.
Can you
shadow government?
Can you hear me better like that?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Shoot, I'm about to get rid of my car. I kept telling him I wanted to get rid of that car and get me a RV, you know, because I'm ready to get from out of this city. Like, I'm done with it. I don't even like driving in the city no more, especially, you know, how Miami is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And they're doing so much construction over there by the Golden Glades Exchange.
I know.
Building more crossover roads to get to 163rd.
Really?
And that traffic is backed all the way up from 62nd, all the way from downtown to the Golden Glades. Yeah.
I don't know how people live down there. I really don't know. When I started seeing how traffic was getting in Miami Gardens and Fort Lauderdale, I was like, we need to go. I can't.
And they put up these apartments over there by the Golden Glades, going off the ramp from 163rd. They put them apartments up there less than 6 months.
I know it.
Prefab, not even.
You saw that video I just sent y'all about the cardboard houses they building now.
Yes. I sent that to my children up there and said, I showed them. My daughter just bought a house up there too, and I tried warning them and telling them, but this generation, you can't tell them nothing. They want
the big fancy house, as long as it got a fancy faucet and a fancy toilet and a fancy shape.
Made, you can hear through the walls, and when you knock on the walls like how he did,
it's
not concrete. You can hear the echo from the wall.
Yep. I'm trying to tell you.
I wouldn't buy that house, even though they got a 2-car garage.
Right.
For $265, I think it is, and now that they expanded over there in Separate Hills, the houses are going up to like $285, $300. Then almost.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes, they clearing out the land and they building. Yes.
I remember
That,
just
half the
last year, a
country.
couple years ago, Zephyr Hills was nothing. 5 years ago, it was
They
nothing out
building
there.
up, widening out the roads. They done built up so much there to they going up, and now his taxes went up because every time when they build, everybody got to pay for that.
Taxes go up every time.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing. I was watching another video earlier. They were saying a lot of people gonna be selling their homes because they can't afford them taxes, and especially with all the layoffs, they definitely can't afford their taxes. And BlackRock and these big companies buying the houses up. But see, what's so silly is they gonna buy your house from you and turn around and rent it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why sell your house when all you need somewhere to live? So only thing I'm figuring is people gonna sell their house and downsize, which I've been telling people for years. It's gonna be a large downsize, and people in $1 million homes and mansions gonna go to single family homes. People in single family homes gonna go to townhouses and apartments. I know a lady right now. Yep.
Hollywood shut down too. You notice they ain't been making a whole lot of movies like they used to. Hollywood shut down too, especially that blazing fire that happened over there. So all this stuff is connected.
Yep, all of it's connected. And I know somebody just moved out of a townhouse and moved into an apartment because she was paying $1,500 on her townhouse, and they went up to like $2,200. And the only thing she could find for $1,500 was an apartment. And she said now she's gonna have to move out of that. They want $1,900 for a 2-bedroom apartment in Fort Lauderdale.
Why would she leave her townhouse that she was owning to go rent?
No, well, she was renting a townhouse too. She was renting a townhouse too. But I'm like, I'm trying to tell y'all, you ain't seen nothing else. So they like, what can I do? I was like, shit, buy some land. I can't live like that. I can't live.
Okay.
Keep on with that. I can't live like that. I can't live like that. You ain't been investing. You ain't been doing nothing but throwing your money away now. And you thought everybody thought, they was rich in 2020 when they was getting all this money. Every year people think they rich when they get their income tax check. Instead of investing that money when they get the income tax check, all they want to do. Now listen to this. You saying Zephyr Hills, Florida, they building up like crazy.
Yep.
You know who making all the money? Take a wild guess. What we do here? The landowners, the investors.
Yeah, landowners. That's right.
Those that owned all that land that they building on right now, making out like bandits.
And let me tell you, I was so pissed off because it was a house not too far down the street from where my son and them at.
Right.
4-3 pool, 4 acres. They wanted out of the house so bad. They sold for 4 acres, a 4-3 with a pool in the backyard, and you can see it from off the road. They sold that house, I think, for $435.
Wow.
For $435, same amount that we sold my mother's house for.
Wow.
But the problem was that it's, when it rains, it floods.
In that area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they probably sold it for that cheap, for 4 acres.
Right.
And whatnot, because even where you that's a new development. And when you come off the main road, you go into like a little small ditch, and less than 3 minutes, his backyard is flooded with water. And I mean, they got a gator. He had a gator walking across the front lawn, cranes in the backyard, turtles, and all that stuff. Because that's swamp land.
Right.
So, I told him you got to be careful where you buy land at, because, even though they cleared it out, but still those animals, that wildlife, they know that area.
Right.
And they got multiple reserves over there. I mean, it's surrounded in the community. I said this was a bad deal. Because those gators are coming out, and when they're taking away their land, they're taking away their food source. So
right.
They're coming out walking in the neighborhoods like dogs.
Oh yeah.
I told them that was a bad area. I mean, beautiful home, 2 o'clock around, beautiful area, multi-racial community, beautiful people, are so sweet there. But that area,
in Zephyr Hills.
Yep. Cause you know ain't nothing but water up there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling y'all, the ones making out like bandits right now and will always make out like bandits is the landowners. The ones making money right now is the ones that bought land 5 years ago and beyond. Because remember, five years ago, Zephyr Hills was nothing out there. So the ones that bought land in Zephyr Hills, Florida 5 years ago and beyond, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago and beyond are making out like bandits right now. So we are the ones 5 years from now gonna be making out like bandits. Even the land we develop in Florida right now, this is no small thing. Y'all gonna see when we build our first house on that land, you're gonna see everybody in that neighborhood being nosy and like, oh my God, my tax is about to go up and I can make some money on my house now and and um and big development coming in here and all this type of stuff. You're gonna see people fixing on their house, making their house better, selling their house. People gonna start moving in that neighborhood. All it takes is one developer to come in the neighborhood and start
Started.
building.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, that's true.
that's all it takes, and you're gonna turn that neighborhood into a mecca. You know what I'm saying?
I see it. I see it. I truly
Yeah,
see it.
that's all it takes. So
Mm-hmm.
so Zephyr Hills, I think it's 2 hours away from where we building. So maybe not now,
Oh,
but
okay.
definitely within the next 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
where we building at in Levi County, is it's gonna be the same effect you see happening in Zephyr Hills, Florida now is gonna be the same effect you see happening where we got that land in
Yeah,
Florida. It's
yeah,
gonna be the
especially once you
same
start
effect.
building.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling y'all, like, it's a no-brainer. Like if you over 40 years old, you've lived in areas and neighborhoods that when you grew up it was nothing there, and now it's a whole subdivision, a whole
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood, a whole
Mm-hmm.
everything, and you just gonna sit by and watch it happen again and keep watching it happen again and never think to yourself, dang, let me buy a piece of land and wait for somebody to come around and say, hey, we need to buy your land to develop. That little piece of land you buy for 5, 10, 20,000, $50,000 gonna be $50,000 to $500,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, land. That's all it is. Matter of fact, the builders, they're not the ones making the money. The builders making money. Trust me, they making money. But
Mm-hmm.
the main ones making the money, when you compare the headache you have to go through in building houses and everything you have to go through in building houses compared to the person that just sold you the land, the person that just sold the land, they ain't got no headache. But
Yeah.
just like the video I just sent y'all in class, builders have to be held accountable. So if you build a bunch of houses and the houses ain't right, they're not coming to look at the landowner. Man, you sold me this land, blah, 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 blah. No, they come to look at the house builder.
The builder, yeah. The construction,
The
yeah.
dude, the person that the man or lady or company that owned the land, they gone. They hanging out somewhere. They done bought some other land out in the desert or in the next development that's gonna come in 5, 10, 20 years. And they're gonna sit around for another 5, 10, 20 years and wait for somebody else to come around that want to build houses.
Mm.
Okay. That's why I tell y'all, I'm not stressing out. Yes, we building houses, but I already told y'all that's a 3 to 5 year project we doing. I'm not doing nothing to stress myself out. I don't believe in get rich quick schemes. I believe in just doing the right way. Buy your
Yeah,
land the right
yeah.
way. Pay on your land if you're making payments. Make your plans how things are gonna go. Do it little by little, one step at a time, so you don't make no mistakes and miss no steps and miss your exits, and just keep it going. All of
That's
this
right.
flying by night, houses going up, fixing
Mm.
your credit overnight to go buy a house because you've been on your job 2 years. 2 years ain't nothing to be on no job.
Mm-mm.
I know people been on the job 16 years and got, my ex-wife was on the job 16 years, literally 16 years, came home early one day. I said, what happened? Crying. I just got fired. How you got fired? You've been on the job 16 years. She said, I don't know. I just got fired. I know another guy I used to work with at the restaurant. He was a chef there for 17 years. 17 years. Dude made one bad burger. The customer wanted the burger like medium well. He made it medium well, but the burger was so frozen that the middle, even though it was medium well, the middle was still cold. And the customer complained, and the dude, he made it again. The same thing happened. And the third time, the same thing happened. So obviously it wasn't his fault. It's just the burgers were so frozen.
Yeah.
They fired him.
Wow.
They fired the chef.
Wow.
Been there 17 years. Now he sued and he won a lawsuit, but I mean, I don't even think he won enough. I think he only won like 20 grand, something like that. Like what you gonna do with that? Hopefully he invested it. Yeah. But he was sitting around thinking he finna work 20 years, 30 years, 17 years and got fired. I be telling people, man,
gone to waste.
17 years I own my land. I can't get fired.
That's right. Makes sense.
Y'all see me in my trailer right now. Can't nobody.
I'm on board. I'm about ready to do that myself because I'm so sick of this society living. It's just ridiculous.
This a $900 trailer, but I got 3 beds, so it's a 3-bedroom. I got a living room right here. I got a couch right here. Y'all see my couch. I'm sitting at my dining room table that seats 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow. 5 right here in the front. I got a full bathroom. I got a full closet. I got a drawer space. I got full kitchen cabinet, double sink. I got everything I need right here for $900. The only thing take this away is a hurricane or a strong wind. And if I see it coming, I'm hitching up and I'm gone.
There you go. Go somewhere else. That's true. You can pack up and go and move.
I ain't even got to pack. I just got to back the truck up, hitch up, and I'm gone. Everybody else sitting in their house praying. While if it's coming to North Carolina, I'm on a beach in Florida. How y'all doing up there in North Carolina? If it's coming to Florida, I'm going to North Carolina.
It makes sense.
I mean,
a lot of people are buying those things too. There are a lot of people are buying RVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, even if you got to pay $20,000 for an RV, and I'm not saying, oh, this is the ultimate whatever. If you have hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, do what you want to do, but the average person don't have that. So why are you buying a $300,000 house? Why are you buying stuff you really can't afford? A $50,000 car, paying car notes for 10 years. You really cannot afford it. This is not the 80s and 90s anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Them times is over.
Yep.
We in a whole, like you have to pay attention to the times. You have to go with the times. You can't go with, oh, my mom and dad had their house 30 years. They bought it for $60,000. Now it's worth $1 million. That is over with.
It sure is. You ain't lying. Trust
that is over with. You have to go with the times. If you want to make money right now, it's in AI technology. If you bought some AI technology for $500 10 years ago, you're probably a millionaire right now. And right now, if you buy some, whatever the next big thing is, AI thing is, you buy that right now for $500 or $5,000 in 5 years, 20 years, you'll be a millionaire. You have to go with what's in at the time. Okay. And I'm telling you, what's in right now is not the houses. It's not the buying a house for $50,000 and $60,000, $100,000 and selling it for a $500,000, $1 million. That's over with. The house thing is over with. I seriously think it's land, because land ain't going nowhere, and technology. I think I think that's the best investment anybody can do right now. Actual physical land and technology.
Yeah.
The house itself, you could build a house.
Mm-hmm.
You could build a house. A house is nothing. You could build a house. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Somebody challenge me on it. I don't mind. But the days of buying a McMansion in the 80s, 90s, and prior, and selling it for $1 million like a lot of people doing right now, I don't see that happening. I don't see people buying $300,000-$400,000 houses right now. I do not see them making $3-4 million in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't see it. It might be
the way Trump cleaning out the swamp.
It might be possible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but I just don't see people being able to afford $3-4 million houses, because you have to look at it. If 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 our family, you know, us or our family was buying houses in the 80s, 90s, and prior for 50, 60,000, 100,000, 150,000, and now in 2025, those same houses like $500,000, $600,000, $1 million. Okay, that means if I pay 3, 4, 500,000 now, that house should be worth 2 million, right? Am I right? That house should be worth about 2 million or better in 10, 20, 30 years. Compare that to wages. Wages have not gone up that much.
No, it haven't. It does not compete with the economy.
Right. Whereas house food and everything went up in price. Let's say
since COVID.
Let's say like my parents, they bought a house for 60,000. Now it's worth 600,000. They bought a house in 91 for 60,000. Now it's worth 600,000. That's 10 times. So their house value went up 10 times in 30 years, right? And food has gone up about the same, about five times. God. Gas about 5 times, right?
Oh my God.
That's since 91. You could survive on $10 an hour. $10 an hour back there, you was doing decent. You could buy a house. Now, basically, the new $10 an hour is $20 an hour. So wages have only doubled. House prices have tripled and quadrupled. Food prices have. You used to buy a dozen eggs for 99 cents at Dollar Tree. That same dozen eggs is $2.99 and $5.99. So food prices have tripled, wages have doubled, gas prices have tripled, wages have only doubled, housing prices have tripled and beyond. So what I'm saying is in 30 years, it's going to be the same thing. Where it's $20 an hour now, it might go to $40 an hour in 30 years. Okay, it might go to $40 an hour. But guess what that means? That means a carton of eggs going to be about $9.99.
I heard they already is.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. A house, to buy a house is going to be $2 million. Okay?
Gosh.
I'm quite sure people that died in the 60s, people that was old, 80, 90, 100 years old, even 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, that died in the 80s and 90s, if they came alive now and saw house prices was regular house, single family houses was $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, they'll be like, what the hell? They would lose their mind. What is going on around here? Well, I bought my house for $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Where you get $500,000 from? How you afford it? You know?
Shoot, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't buy these new houses. The material that they using anyway doesn't withstand the amount of money that you paying for it. It's really crazy.
That's what I'm telling you. The materials is weaker. The food is poison. You paying more money for cheaper food. You paying more money for a cheaper house. Your
I
work.
told my son, I said I would not have bought this house. I said because it's wooden framed and the house will go up in smokes in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, because the type of wood they using ain't even real wood. It's engineered wood. And then you working harder to make less money. You used to only had to work one job. I remember you worked one job, $10 an hour in the 90s.
And the woman stay home, take care of the kids, and the man go out and work. Now it take two parents to work, plus in-law or somebody to move in.
Yeah.
To rent a room for me to make it nowadays. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, you made $10 an hour, $12 an hour in the 90s. You could afford a nice little McMansion. Your mortgage was probably about $900, $1,200 a month. You bringing home.
It wasn't even that much back in the 90s because me and my ex, we bought a house at the time, and like you said, $10 an hour. I was making, I think he was making about 15, and we bought a 4.2 with a den back there in Carol City, and the mortgage I think was like $7.
Yeah.
Maybe like $700.
Yep, $700 a month. I'm telling you.
You can't find a 1-bedroom apartment or an efficiency paying $700.
Efficiency is $800-$900. Y'all saw last class.
Higher than that. They $1,200.
Yeah, $1,200.
They $1,200
to rent
now.
a room. I mean, that's what we do. We renting rooms out here in the country for $650. $750 in the country. I'm telling you, man, your wages are not gonna keep up. Oh, forget about wages. You ain't even gonna have no wages. AI technology and robots gonna get your job.
Well, I told you what the calls we getting. That girl told me the IRS is closed. That came out of her mouth. I knew Trump was working on demolishing them, but when she called in to get insurance, she confirmed that the IRS is shut down. They're closed down.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be no jobs. What jobs? People talking about job security. What jobs? You don't see AI. You don't see when you go to the grocery store, you got a self-checkout, one cashier, 6 self-checkouts. You don't see, when you go to the movie theater, you ain't even you could pre-buy your tickets. I could sit on my phone right now and buy movie tickets on my phone, and when I get to the thing, they just scan my phone.
Wow.
Y'all don't see everything. I go to Taco Bell. You went to Taco Bell, you see how they won't even take your order. You have to go to the kiosk.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And McDonald's.
Like, wow.
Yeah. Wow. What jobs?
Better learn how to live off the grid. I can tell you that much. I done bought books. I got seeds that I've been buying and storing for 5 years now. I just got to get the right land now.
Yeah.
That's it.
The only thing I see, from what I see, the only thing I see is buy you a little piece of land, learn how to grow your own food.
That's right.
Get a few little RVs like this. This one, when I finish fixing up, I'm gonna rent it out because I know people gonna be dying to live in little RVs like this, and I'm gonna just keep buying up these little RVs. I'm gonna give them to all my family members, my sons, my daughter. I'm gonna give it to them. They do what they want with it. I plan to get 100 of these in the next 2 years. I plan to get about 100 of these in the next 2 years. I'm buying them up. And while they cheap. Exactly. I'm buying them up while they cheap.
They ain't gonna be cheap for long because when they realize people are trying to live off the grid, watch they go. They already went up. They already going up. Already started.
Yep.
They already started. It's a new thing now. People leaving their homes and getting RVs.
Somebody said that's BJ's. One cashier working 7 self checkouts. They won't open a register. Yeah, they won't even open a register. They'll see a line down the street. Some of these places, they will not open a register. They will make you scan your own groceries.
Wow.
It's crazy. And I don't know if y'all seen the new robots. Y'all been in Walmart, y'all see the robots that's waxing or cleaning the floors, the self-driving.
No.
Y'all seen those?
No.
It's not even new. This been happening about 5-10 years. The you know, it used to be somebody go around and wax the floor, but now the robot wax machine or whatever cleaner machine does it. You saw those, Miss Annie?
Yeah, I've seen it. They've had it here in Connecticut for a while.
Yeah.
In the couple of the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Wow.
So whoever they used to pay to wax the floors overnight, they ain't got no jobs. Cashiers don't have. It's a lot. Even myself, when I saw robots laying drywall and whole houses being manufactured in a manufacturing plant, and they just transport the materials out to the work site and put them houses together like daggone Lego blocks. When I saw that happening, yep, I said, I am not gonna sit up here and do no daggone construction work for the rest of my life. I need to figure out a different strategy. I said, I'm not, when I got evicted from my place, I said, I'm not renting no more. I'm not killing myself, working hard no more to pay these people no rent. I don't care. I'm going to live in my car. I told my baby mom, I don't know what to tell you, but my son going to have to live with you. But now I could pick him up and drop him off to school. I could spend more time with him. You know, I could give you more money, but I'm going to be living in my truck. I told her, I'm going to be living in my truck. Okay, and I don't care who like it, who don't. I'm gonna live in my truck, and I'm gonna save my money. And I bought my first piece of land, $350 down, and it was the best thing I ever did in my life.
Wow.
You know, that same piece of land, I bought it for $9,000. I sold it for $16,000 a few months later. You know, it's worth about $80,000 now, and probably more than that. And it's only since 2017, probably more than that, because they building subdivisions up there in Clewiston, Florida, on swampland, The same thing they doing in Zephyr Hills, they doing in Clewiston. The same thing. And everybody just sitting around like nothing's happening.
Stay the way it is. No, it's gonna get more difficult.
It's going to get more and more difficult. Like everybody just sitting around begging for jobs. Jobs is not the answer. Why do you want to work 2 jobs, not see your wife, not see your husband, not see your babies? You should be like, no, honey, let's figure out something so we don't have to work 2 jobs. Let's downsize. Let's, you know, why are we paying 2 car notes $1,000 each just to ride around? Look, you know, you don't realize that all this stuff is just stupid material things until you're sitting up in the hospital, or you sick, or your car get repoed, you lose your house. You don't realize this stuff is just stupid material things. It's just stupid material things. Like, and I'm not saying nothing bad about driving a nice car, nothing like that. If you got the money, buy it. Because if I got $1 billion right now, one of the first thing I'm gonna go buy is a yacht.
Nice.
Knowing I don't need no daggone yacht, but I got the money.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying most people cannot afford the lifestyle that they live in. So why, like, look where I live. Look where I live. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I am not embarrassed. I don't care what any. Oh, I don't want to date you. I don't want to look how you live. Bye, Felicia. Why we can't get an apartment? Why we can't buy a nice house? Bye, Felicia. You go be stressed out trying to pay them $3,000 a month mortgage and them $1,000 a month car note, truck note. I am happy right here. I get up when I feel like it. I go to rest when I feel like it. I sit on my land. If I don't make 50 cents for the day, I'm okay. Long as I can pay my land notes, my few little bills, take care of my babies, I am happy. I got it to where all I need to do is make about $1,500 a month, $2,500 a month, and I am living like a millionaire. I got the same feeling like a millionaire have.
Stress free is
Stress
the main
free.
important thing.
Most people, they make $1,500, $2,500 a month. They like, what I'm gonna do with that? You know, that only gonna pay my rent.
Not enough. It's not enough for the city life.
That only gonna pay my mortgage. I'm telling you. And
it's crazy.
And if the crap hit the fan right now, I'm even better, because guess what? Everybody that didn't buy land, they're gonna be calling me, either to rent from me or to teach them how to buy land. This is the only thing I see is investing in land and AI technology. This the only thing I see. I don't see leveraging your credit to buy a $300,000 house, even $200,000 house. I don't.
That material they using.
I don't see it right now. Again, if you can't afford it, please buy you a house, please. But the average person, you cannot afford it. You cannot afford it. You cannot afford
it. Put a modular home on it, but I ain't gonna buy no home that they built.
Yeah.
Made out of the same crap anyway.
Yeah. And that's why I'm telling y'all, even with the houses that we building, the more I think about it, I'm like, you know what? We need to just build $100,000 homes.
Okay.
You know, modular homes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, be honest with you, ain't nothing $100,000 no more. But we need to build, you know, economy homes, affordable homes. You know, $200,000, anywhere between $150,000, $200,000 homes.
Yes, they would jump on that with a heartbeat.
That's where it's at. I just. Yes, people buying $300,000 homes right now, but I just don't see people buying $300,000 homes in the next 5-10 years. I don't see it.
Not with the way the economy going, no. Not with the job loss and what Trump doing, no.
I don't see it.
No.
I see affordable housing being the next gold rush.
Yeah, and we could start it. That's where my mind is at too. Make it affordable where people can stay in it. When you try to be greedy and be on top with everybody else, you won't make it, because they're gonna go find somebody else who want to do the same thing what we're doing, making it affordable. I learned that from my mother. She was a seamstress. And she had a couple of celebrities that she used to sew, and she ended up getting a lot of church members and making their robes and, you know, the choir and stuff like that. And I just said, Mom, why you charge so cheap? You know what she said? She said, because if I go up, I will lose my customers. If I stay low, I'll keep more coming to me. And I understood. I was like, okay, that makes sense, because if you're gonna go up, they're gonna go to somebody else who's cheaper.
Be economical.
And that's what was going on. She was getting all them people that everybody else had when they went up, and then she maintained her price, and she kept people coming. No problem. No problem. She never had to go outside and look for work.
Be economical. Yep.
Make it affordable.
Make it affordable.
Where people can stay.
I mean, look at Walmart. You know, we used to shop at Sears, Burdines, Macy's. Somebody came up with Walmart. Walmart make more money probably than Walmart done took Sears out of business.
Yeah.
Remember, we used to go to Sears.
And Amazon.
Yeah, we used to go to Sears to get our cars fixed and everything, our oil change. Now Walmart doing oil changes and fixing cars.
Gone.
Yeah.
Most of the, I don't see any Sears anymore. They're gone.
Sears is gone. Walmart took out Kmart. They took out
Burdines is gone.
Burdines. Remember
Yep,
Burdines?
I used to work at Burdines
Yeah,
back in the days.
me
Yep.
too. They took out everything. Okay.
Wow.
Walmart number one. Why? They made it affordable. They
Yeah,
made everything affordable.
yeah.
If you make things affordable, you can't lose. You
And
cannot
they used to
lose.
have quality stuff too, even with their clothes, because they used to have rayon in there and linen and whatnot. You can't find it now, but when they first started out, they
Yeah,
had good quality clothes.
yeah,
I still have some of my clothes that I bought when they first opened up. They
yeah,
don't have it no more today, but
yeah.
yeah.
And I don't think Walmart is cheap at all. I really don't even think they cheap. But they have a reputation for being cheap from when they first started, so people in their mind automatic. You know why I think people shop at Walmart too? Is convenient. You could go in there,
Find everything.
anything you want to buy, from food to tools to clothes, fishing,
That's where
camping.
supplies.
That's where their marketing strategy
Yep,
took over a lot of the other stores.
yep. Why you getting the oil
Mm-hmm.
change?
Mm,
Yep.
mm. I'm glad we decided we going the route that we going, because I always wanted to get into an investment program with someone, and and continue to make it grow and make it affordable with people where you will be in demand, because
Yep.
the best advertisement is word of mouth. And when they find out the Bronson Project got affordable homes, oh, give me the number. What's the phone number?
Yep.
Man, I need a place to stay. Oh man, that's something I can afford that. You see what I'm saying? People
Yep.
don't look at things like that.
They don't. They don't. Somebody
They
said,
want to live like the Joneses and Beverly Hills and whatnot, but you don't have the Joneses or the Beverly Hills money.
you don't. That's what somebody said. You are absolutely right. I'm tired of everybody out here acting like ain't nothing going on, driving in these 2020 4 Mercedes Benz that
That's gonna come to a halt now.
they didn't get from that they got from PPP loans, and then they said they can't even afford to put $26 in a gas tank.
That's gonna come to a halt.
It's true.
Because he's starting from the top and it's gonna trickle down to the bottom.
Man, I feel bad for people losing their jobs, but I don't,
Yeah.
because a lot of them jobs was not even real jobs.
Bogus.
They was bogus positions that the taxpayers we gotta pay for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I'm glad he shut down the IRS. I always heard he said he was gonna do it, and when that girl called in to get some insurance, and she said the IRS was closed, my eyes. I'm on the phone now, working at home, and my eyes almost popped out of my head when she said that. I'm like, oh shit, Trump ain't playing.
Yeah.
This man is for real.
You know, and what it is right now, it's just the great reset. They do it every 100 years. That's what happened in 1926, 26 to 1933. Every 100 years, they got to reset the whole system.
Yeah. And this time it's going back into the Republican hands and not the Democratic hands.
Right. So we're going to be on digital money. Yeah, we're going to be on digital money. We're going to be driving electric cars.
Electric cars is not new.
No, I know, but in 10 years, everybody going to have electric cars. They probably going to make gas by $10 a gallon. And they're going to make electric cars like $10,000. And you plug in your car and charge it with solar. So everybody going to get them an electric car. And then basically after that, they gonna oh shoots. People trying to get in the class. People trying to get in the class and I ain't even see them. Okay. My bad.
Okay, what's happening?
What's up, Colette? I'm gonna mute your mic. So we're gonna get started, y'all. What we're gonna talk about now is that what do you do when you get your land? It's simple, guys. It's land. You could do anything you want. You could grow food, become a farmer. You could charge people to store their boats, start a storage company. Y'all drive up and down the road all the time and see extra space storage and U-Haul storage, and people parking their boats, their cars, all kind of stuff in there. Okay, you could build houses on the land, sell houses, rent houses. You can open your eyes, look around you. Everything around you is a business. The house you live in is a business. Somebody's making money off of your house. I don't care if it's the landlord that you pay rent to or the person that you pay your bank loan interest to. Somebody is using where you live as a business. I don't care if you just pay land taxes like I do. Okay? The county, this is my land is a business to the county because I pay them land taxes every year. Okay? Everything is a business that comes from the land. These restaurants cannot survive without food that comes from the land that they prepare for people to sell. Cars cannot be manufactured unless the metal comes out the land. You cannot live unless you're on the land. I don't see nobody living up in the air. I don't see no whole bunch of people living on the water. You got people that live on boats on the water, but eventually they have to do what? Come to land. Okay? So I don't know why people running away from land like it's the last thing we need when it's the only thing we need. It's the first thing we need. What? Somebody tell me something we could do that we don't need land. Name one thing. Your dang cell phone, you need the materials to come out the land. Tell me one thing that doesn't come out the land. You know, I was outside today and I'm like, dang, I'm using this scrap tree leaves and stuff like that to start a fire. And I'm like, this is the same thing they used to make paper, and it's the same tree they used to build houses. Literally everything I need to survive is right here on this land. Everything. There is nothing that's out here that don't come from the land. But everybody rather go buy the end product of what the land makes. Do you know land make your clothes? Cotton? Y'all remember cotton? Y'all remember picking cotton? We forget all about picking cotton. That was the number one industry. They show it to us in the movies. They would not let us forget you're a cotton picking Negro. But everybody think, no, you just go in a store and buy your clothes. Your clothes was grown on a tree. Yes, your clothes was grown on a tree. I hate to break the news for you. Your clothes was grown on a tree. It did not magically appear in the store. Your food was grown on some land. It did not magically appear in a grocery store. So whoever's owning the land is making all the money. All these wars and things going on, every war you could think of has been for land. That's all. Every war is they want the land. All right. So say you have your land. You like, Dragon, I have my land. What now? Boom. Here's what you do. You guys in class could see this, right? You should be able to. Hold on.
Of your new home, and the answer is absolutely yes.
Hold on.
We actually in the land that in the land.
Oh my God. Hold on. Me and technology. Me and this daggone technology. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right.
Can you use the equity in the land that you already?
Can you use the equity in your land. So you say, well, Dragon, I don't care about the land itself. I know the land is worth some money. What about the money? What can I do with the money that the land is worth? Can I use the equity in my land to do something with it? Yes, you can.
Own for the build of your new home? And the answer is absolutely yes. So we actually prefer when you already own the land prior to the building transaction.
Now, this is a banker lady talking. Okay? What she said, they actually prefer you own the land before you even step to them. You know why? If you have $20,000, right, or $50,000, and you say, I got $50,000, I want y'all to build me a new house. I picked out that land right there. I want y'all to buy me that land, and I want y'all to build me a house. They're going to say, sure. You have credit, you have this, you have that, you have a steady job. They're going to say, yeah, I got everything. Build me a house. They're going to say, okay. But you know what the problem the bank going to have? They're going to have to find somewhere to park that $50,000 ASAP. They're going to have to find somewhere because banks do not let money sit. The money got to keep rolling. But if you come to the bank with this $50,000 piece of land, this $20,000 piece of land, and you say, hey, I don't have any money, but I got this piece of land, it's worth $20,000, $50,000. You heard what the lady said? Let me repeat what she said.
When you already own the land, prior is absolutely yes. So we actually prefer when you already own the land prior to the building transaction.
She said they actually prefer you own the land because now they don't have to scramble and go find a piece of land. They don't have to scramble and send people out to go look at the land that you trying to buy. You already own the land. You already own the land. Okay? They don't have to go through a whole bunch of changes. You're making it easier for them when you already own the land. Okay? So now all they got to do is give you the money to build a house. And if you don't pay them back, guess what? They're going to take the house and the land. They ain't worried about it. They are not even worried about it. The bank is not even worried about it. So not only can you live on your land, grow food on your land, start a storage business on your land, you can tap into the equity of your land. Somebody said, I didn't know anything about land taxes. Wow, I have to learn more about it. Okay? You have to be able to have land. You have to have land. Land is how wealth is built. People that are athletes, football players, basketball players, rappers, singers, the smart ones, they invest in real estate. They make their money and they park it in real estate. Okay, if they invest their money and park it in real estate, why don't I just buy the real estate and wait for them to work hard and make all their money? Say I get out of high school and me and my buddy get out of high school at the same time, but he go play basketball, make $10 million a year. And I say, shit, I know when he make $10 million, first thing he gonna do is buy a house. Why don't I get out of high school, buy me some land? I might say, hey, bro, when you make all that money, where you gonna live at? Like, where you gonna buy your house at? Oh man, I'm gonna buy a house over here. I say, okay, bet. I'm gonna go buy me some land over there, pay it off, build me a mansion of epic size, and then say, hey, bro, you want to buy this house from me? He gonna say yeah. And if you don't buy it, somebody gonna buy it. Now all them $10 million or whatever, $2-3 million he just made playing basketball, he gonna hand it over to you. He gonna just hand it over to you. He got to. He gotta live somewhere. People that make money, they have to live somewhere. All they doing is making money to go buy their mama a house, their daddy a house, their sisters and brothers a house. Why not be the one that supplied a house? They said during the gold rush, people made a lot of money on gold, right? But you know who made the most money? Take a wild guess. Who made the most money during the gold rush? The ones who were supplying.
People who sold the tools,
Yep,
tools and so forth.
yep, the ones who sold the shovels. Why not be the one that everybody's working so hard to get this particular thing? Why not be the one to supply the particular thing? Everybody working hard to buy shovels to go dig for gold. Why not be the one to supply the shovels? This why I keep telling y'all. Everybody working hard to go buy food. Why not be the one to farm and grow the food? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. That's why when I figured it out, I'm like, shoot, everybody gonna have to come see me. Everybody gonna have to come see some landowner. Everybody, if you want to live somewhere, you are gonna have to come see some landowner. The developer gonna have to come see me to build you houses and apartments, and you gonna have to go see the developer or whoever buy from the developer. The end result is people gonna have to come see the landowner. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. Okay? That's why I say, why not own the end result? Why not own the end result?
Because you can use any collateral that you hold or equity that you hold in that land towards your quote unquote down payment. So it just saves you money in the long run when you're able to have that land in your name before breaking ground on your new home.
It saves you money to already have that land in your name. Only thing the bank gonna do is put a lien on it. That's all they gonna have to do is put a lien on it. They don't have to figure out how to loan you money for the land, approve you for the money for the land. They don't have to figure out none of that. You could have bad credit. They don't care. You already own the land. If you got $50,000 right now, it's better you go buy the land. I learned this from my mentor, Max Maxwell. Was sitting in his truck. I was in the passenger seat. He was in the driver's seat. And he told me, he said, Dragon, the secret is leverage. The secret is leverage. What you want to leverage? Prostitutes leverage their bodies. Middle-class people leverage their credit. Investors leverage money and land and property. Assets. That's what we leverage. That's why you see so many people are millionaires, but they got bad credit. So many people lose their houses. You're like, dang, that dude used to own 10 houses and he lost everything and now he's a millionaire again. Because the first thing they do, they're looking for land. They're looking for property. They're going to pay it off and then leverage it back. Pull out the equity and leverage it back. That's the game. It's Monopoly. All you got to do is play Monopoly. How you play Monopoly? What's the first thing you buy in Monopoly? The first thing. Land. And then what? You put a house on the land. And then what? After you have 4 houses, you buy what? A hotel. Now they got the new one. After you get a hotel, you could get skyscrapers. Monopoly tell you everything. Monopoly got cards in there. If you go to jail, if you get sick, whatever. Monopoly. If you want to be educated, all you gotta do is play Monopoly. You don't have to go to school to be a doctor, lawyer, scientist, nothing. If you teach your babies Monopoly, you get you a table like this, sit at your dining room table, instead of taking out some math and science book and all that for homework. If you play Monopoly with your babies every night, from the time they could comprehend it, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, till they graduate high school, your baby will probably become a millionaire within 5 to 10 years, because it's in their subconscious. Teach them the way they should go and they will not depart. When they come out in the real world and they see everything going on, they're going to be like, dang, there ain't nothing but Monopoly going on out here. This is why my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother was teaching me Monopoly. It's stuff my mom told me, that every time it just be in the back of my head. My mom Jamaican, so she always used to say, if you can't hear, you will feel. If you can't hear, you will feel. So every time I do something stupid and I feel the effects of it, all I hear is my mom's voice. If you can't hear, you will feel. And I say, God damn it, Mom. I'm sure enough feel it. Every time I do something stupid and I feel it, all I can hear is my mom's voice. And my mom used to always say, seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, my son. It's 3 things my mom always told me. That's two of them. She said, always seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And my whole life, the only times I was successful is when I sought wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Whenever I was just running around here with my head chopped off, just going to work like a damn robot and living my life, eventually the bubble busted and I fell flat on my ass. But when I got evicted from my apartment and I had to sit my ass down and seek the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of buying property, I became successful. Every time I sit down and I seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, I become successful in whatever it is. In whatever it is. But if I just go towards a thing, it always fails. It always fails. Whatever you in, you got to seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of it. You can't just jump into it. You have to seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of it. I'm trying to remember the third thing my mom always told me. But them 2 things, that's why I tell you, ingrain certain things in your offsprings. They gonna remember. It's gonna be in the back of their mind. That way, when they come to that road, they're gonna be like, dang, am I the only one that ever happened to y'all? Your mom and dad or somebody used to tell you something, and because they used to always tell you that, it just be in the back of your mind every time. I'm telling you, teach your offsprings this land game. This land game is where it's at. Man. Oh, y'all see the name of this company? This is the mortgage company.
Before breaking ground on your new home.
Y'all see that? Cherry Hill Mortgage. Cherry Hill Mortgage. That's a mortgage company telling you that. That's a mortgage company tell you they prefer you own the land. Let me play it again.
In the land that you already own for the build of your new home? And the answer is absolutely yes. So we actually prefer when you already own the land prior to the building transaction, because you can use any collateral that you hold or equity that you hold in that land towards your quote unquote down payment. So it just saves you money in the long run when you're able to have that land in your name before breaking ground on your new home.
They say it's better to have the land in your name before breaking ground. They love it. All right. I'm telling you guys, it's so simple. It's so simple. Watch this last video.
Lenders will allow you to use the equity in that land as part of your down payment. For example, let's say down numbers.
What he said, most lenders. He didn't say some or the average. He said most lenders. Let me play it again.
Will allow you to use the equity in that land as part of your down payment. For example, lenders will allow you to use the equity in that land as part of your down payment. For example, let's say, just for round numbers, you were going to buy the land for $50,000 and you needed to borrow $450,000 for the construction, and it was a 10% down loan, $50,000 down on a $500,000 project. The lender would say, well, you've already got the $50,000 in land, so we'll just start paying you out these draws on the construction.
Woo! In my Ric Flair voice. You heard what he said? Oh, we'll just start paying you the draws to build a home. You already got the land. What he said? Most lenders. Y'all don't understand the power of land. Land is better than cash money. They say cash is gold. No, land is gold. Land is gold. When you go to jail, or somebody you know go to jail, what's the first thing the judge, the courts, the lawyer asks you? What's the first thing? If you go to jail and you want to bond out, what's the first thing they're trying to get their hands on? They say, do you own any property? Huh?
Is it collateral?
The first thing they say is, do you own any property? Do you have any land? Because we'll take that. Y'all ever been in that situation?
I haven't.
The first thing they want to know is, do you own any land, any property? Because you could use that. Oh, no, I'd rather just pay the $10,000 bond. They be mad. They say, oh, no, you don't have to. You can just put your land up for collateral. Ask anybody that ever went to jail or knows or bonded somebody out of jail. They will tell you the first thing the courts, the judge, the lawyer, the first thing they ask you is, do you own property? They're not going to ask you, do you have $1 million in the bank? They're not going to ask you how much they don't care how much money you have in the bank. They don't care about money. They want the land. They want the land. I'm telling you. They want the land. They love putting liens on property. They love putting liens on property. When you bring them the money, all they're going to have to do is they're going to have to find somewhere to buy. They're going to have to find something to do with that money. If you already have the property, all they got to do is put a lien on it. They love putting liens on property. I'm going to play this one more time. You see what he say? In large letters. What that say? M-O-S-T. That's the first word in this video. M-O-S-T. He didn't say some. He said most.
Most lenders will allow you to use the equity in that land as part of your down payment. For example, let's say, just for round numbers.
Look at the words that's highlighted. Most lenders. Look how lenders is highlighted. These are subliminal messages they trying to tell you.
Will allow you to use
Will, y'all saw that? Will, highlighted. Equity, highlighted.
in that land as part of your down payment. For example, let's say, just for round numbers, you were going to buy the land for $50,000 and you needed to borrow $450,000 for the construction, and it was a 10% down loan, $50,000 down on a $500,000 project. The lender would say, well, you've already got the $50,000 in the land, so we'll just start paying you out these draws on the construction. Most lenders will allow you to use.
That's it. That's class. That's class. That's it. Y'all have any questions? Any comments? Any questions? Any comments? Anybody don't understand, overstand what I just said? Please don't be shy. I would gladly explain.
It makes sense. Yes, it does. It makes sense.
They don't want your money. They want the land. They want the property.
And that's exactly what happened with my sister when she put up her house for her son when he went to jail.
There you go.
And she lost her house.
There
so I
you
know
go.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Tell the story. Tell it. Tell it. Go ahead. Tell
It's
it.
true. It's true. They want property. They don't want the money. They want the property because they know they can sell a house 3 times more than what you borrowed.
So what happened as a result? I mean, they went through a process, or
She lost the house. He didn't show up for court, and she bailed him out with used the house as collateral. He didn't show up, so they put a lien on the house. She had to move. She lost the house.
Oh wow!
So I understood exactly what he was talking about.
So did they give her like time to leave the house, or she had to just up and leave?
I believe they gave her 30 days.
Oh my goodness.
And then he ended up going back to jail. This time he did some time. So, and they still have, they still have that hanging over their head, about what took place and whatnot and stuff. But yeah, they want your land versus your cash. Because they can make 3-4 times more money.
Wow.
Yep.
They don't even care if it's a little bitty piece of land. They don't care if it's a raggedy house.
Because they know they can profit off of it more than what you borrow. And more than what you can pay them back in interest.
They will let you out of jail so fast. If you put your property up for collateral, it'll make your head spin.
Yep. That's what happened to my sister.
They will let you out. They will let you out. You just committed murder and you own a $10 million piece of property. You put that up and you own it free and clear. You put up for collateral. They say bye. They fly that door open so fast for you to go out there because they know you're gonna be right back.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. And he actually accidentally killed someone, but running from the police. So he did about 10 years for that. And house is gone. She had to go get a duplex to live in and rent.
Rent.
Yep.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you conspiracy theory. I'm telling you facts that I know.
Gave you confirmation of those facts because it did happen.
I'm telling you. Everybody listening to me right now that has ever experienced it know what I'm talking about is pure facts. The minute you put your property up for collateral, they say, got him. Got him.
Especially if it's a melanated male.
Yeah. They want your property. This paper money is fake. The paper money is fake. The land is real and it's going up in value every single day. Yep. I'm telling you. They want the property. They want the property. That's what they want. They look at everything as property. You property. So this what happened. You property, they got you in jail working free labor, and they got your mama, daddy, sister, brother house. They own the property. They got the property and they got you in jail. They got everything. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. That's why they say equity is brutal. It's brutal. Equity, I'm telling you. That's why I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all say, dang, why he always talking about land like it's some kind of, why he so passionate? Why he so passionate about land? Y'all just don't understand.
Because it's gold.
It's gold. Shit, the gold come out the what? The gold come out the land. So what the hell I want the gold for?
The diamonds, the emeralds, all that come out of the rubies.
Why the hell I want the gold, the oil? Why the hell I want that? I want the land that produces it.
Because it's right here in America too. We got gold and oil here. That's why. And Platon, what's over there in North Carolina where they caused that hurricane?
Yeah.
Go up there and telling people out there. What was that? Titanium? What was that they wanted over
there? For the new AI stuff. Listen, let me tell you.
Uranium.
Yeah.
Uranium.
Yeah. Let me.
And Haiti got iridium.
Yep.
See, it's the land.
Yep. And they told you in Black Panther.
Lithium in North Carolina.
Yep.
Lithium? Yeah, lithium. Yes, it was. Yeah, lithium.
All of it got an in it. Vibranium.
Uranium.
Yep.
Iridium.
Mm-hmm. All of them got an in it. I gotta research that. Why all of them gotta have an in it? I'm telling y'all like, dang, why he so passionate about land? He don't talk about sports. He don't talk about gold jewelry. He don't talk about gossip. What happened to P. Diddy, Puff Daddy? He don't talk about nothing. Every time I turn on YouTube, this crazy guy popping up talking about land. I'm so sick of it. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. I don't care if it's 100 years from now. Y'all gonna. I hope YouTube is still running 100 years from now, and all my YouTube videos. I hope they don't take down my channel 100 years from now. I hope my video's still running, and people gonna be like, "Wow, every video this dude got buy land now. No money. I mean, no credit. 754-229-0940. They're gonna be like, every video.
Ain't gonna be no 100 years. It's gonna be in the next 5 to 10 years.
They gonna say, I know that dude died a billionaire because he was telling people why he only got 20,000 subscribers. Why he only got 2,000 subscribers? He should have like 1 billion subscribers. I'm talking about the most important thing in the planet. The most important thing on the planet is land. The most important thing on the planet. It's not your house. Your house not gonna be here in 100 years. The land under your house gonna still be here. It's gonna still be here. 1,000 years from now, even if it's on the water, it's there. You know you got whole cities on the water. They down there. The land is still here. The land not going anywhere. And all them cities on the water, whenever the water recede in maybe 1,000, 2,000 years, because all the planet does is recycle itself. When that water recede, all them ancient cities gonna rise up again. That's what happens. 10,000 years from now, 1,000,000 years from now, when we all dead and gone, and they flying cars in the sky and they able to live on the moon, and they come back to Earth, they're gonna find ancient. They gonna where you live right now. They're gonna say, "Oh, Rwanda used to live in that ancient city, Carol City." They gonna call New York City the ancient city. Yeah, what we call ancient, that was nothing for them people. If we go back and talk to them people, if one of them people was alive right now, we said, "Oh, you from ancient Egypt?" They gonna say, "Ancient? That's my home. Why you call it ancient?" That's like 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, they're gonna be like New York City. If you still be alive 1,000 years from now, they're gonna be calling it an ancient city. You're gonna be like, ancient? That man, that's New York City. Why you calling it ancient? It ain't ancient. It's just Earth. It's just Earth. That's all it is. It's just Earth.
Yeah, just like they digging now, finding Tartaria.
Yeah.
Buried underneath here.
Yeah.
Over there in Russia.
Yeah.
And then they keep digging Atlantis.
Yeah.
Keep digging Asia. Keep digging Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
It just keeps changing.
The Earth just keeps, evolving. And the only thing, everything going, if you leave your offsprings a house, that's cool. But 100 years, 1,000 years from now, especially the way they building houses, that house is not going to be here. It is not going to be here. If I have $1 billion right now, I'm not buying a bunch of houses. I'm going to buy $1 billion worth of land. I'm going to buy $1 billion worth of land and leave it to my heirs and teach them what to do with it. All these old rich people, Oh, rich white people, some of them black, they rich because they great grandpappy left them all kind of land. I know a dude right now in Fayetteville, North Carolina. He's an older guy, 70s. He said, "Oh, my grandfather bought this land for $100, and he built this house, and I grew up in this house, and my dad owned it, and now I own it." You know how much that house is worth right now, and he still have the land? $700,000. He bought the land for $100, probably paid about $10,000 to build that house. And that was in that was in the 50s, the late 50s, he said. Bought that land for $100,000. It was like $100. $100. Bought the whole, I forget how many acres. He bought all, not $100 an acre, not $100 an acre. He bought the whole thing for $100. I forget how many, I think it was 10 acres or something, 20 acres. He bought for $100. $100. And he rents the house out and he make money on the house. He said, "Oh, I've never worked. I just rent out the houses and the land." He rent the land to farmers and he rent the house to tenants. He said, "Oh, I've never worked." He don't know what it is to have a job. He's never worked. Because his grandpappy spent $100. $100. Now we look at $100 as nothing, but back then $100 was probably like 10,000, something like that. I don't even think it was that. Back then $100 probably like $1,000, but you got to think about 1958. It was probably nothing. Fayetteville, North Carolina was nothing. Like shit. They probably give you the land. You know what I'm saying? They probably give you the like that's like in a desert right now. You could buy 10 acres in a desert right now for probably I ain't even say right now, prices don't went up. But let's say you buy 10 acres for $1,000 acres, that's $10,000. $10,000 ain't nothing. And then 50 years from now, it'd be worth 10,000 an acre, which is like $100,000. You see what I'm saying? So you looking at it like, 10,000, man, I gotta spend $10,000 and wait 50 years. It's not for you. It's for your offsprings. Even the Bible tell you, a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Not for his children, for his children's children. I'm not thinking about my babies. I'm thinking about their babies. I'm not thinking about my babies. I'm thinking about their babies.
Me too. For real. They're all right.
My sons know I am not thinking about them. I make that very clear to them. What I have is yours, and you do what you want with it, but I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about your babies. Because you know why the Bible tell you that? You know what's more? You know what's even better than land? You know the one thing that's better than land? Knowledge. That's why Solomon said, "Man, I have all this land, all these women, but the only thing that matters is knowledge." And even that is vanity and vexation of spirit. That's what Solomon said. Knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the only thing that matters. So what the Bible's telling you is the most important thing you can teach your babies is knowledge. The most important thing, I be trying to tell my sons, get this knowledge that I got. Don't worry about What you gonna get when I die? Get this knowledge that I have. Because you can always rebuild with this knowledge. You can always build and rebuild with this knowledge. But I might not be around to teach my grandbabies. You're supposed to leave knowledge for your babies. You're supposed to leave assets for your grandbabies. Because the knowledge you leave your babies, they're supposed to teach their babies. So every generation have to be teaching their babies. If I leave my babies with knowledge and my grandbabies with the land, my babies are going to teach my grandbabies how to procure and keep the land. And just keep it going. That's how it's supposed to go. It's not supposed to be, oh, I just leave them the land and forget about it. Don't even teach them nothing. That land will be gone in one generation. That's why you have all these people selling their mama's house, their grandma's house and land. They selling it because they don't have the knowledge to keep it. They don't have the knowledge to keep it. So their mothers and fathers failed. Yeah. The way I have my trust set up is for my unborn grandbabies. It's for them. Only thing my baby's going to get from me is this knowledge. Because if I don't teach them this knowledge and leave them the land, they're going to sell all my lands and go buy Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, and stupid stuff. Yeah, they got to get this knowledge because they're the ones that's going to say, hey, your granddaddy left you that land. Listen, he left you that land because of this, this, and that. Don't mess it up like I would have. Keep that land. Yeah. That's what my babies are getting. They're getting information. My grandbaby's going to inherit all my lands. My grandbaby's going to inherit all my lands. That is not a parable. You're supposed to leave it for your children's children. All your children going to do is sell all that land. That's all they're going to do. That is all they're going to do. 9 out of 10 of them, they're going to sell your house. They're going to sell your house. You need to have your house and your land, your property in a trust. And say, when they produce a blood test, your grandbaby's going to inherit this land, this property, have the money in a trust bank account that pays the taxes. Y'all ever see these old houses just sitting there rotting and the family won't sell it? You know why? They can't. A lot of them can't. It's in a trust. And they letting the house sit there rot until a baby, a grandbaby, a great grandbaby is born. And then they got to produce a blood test. And then the trustees say, okay, you own this property. That is a real thing. Y'all ever seen people all of a sudden find out that they own property? Like they get a letter in the mail or something. Oh, you own, y'all ever seen a movie, watch a movie, and in the movie they say, oh, you own this property, your great grandfather left you this, or grandmother left you that? Y'all ever watch movies like that? That is a real thing. That happens. That is a real thing. There's people right now probably dead broke. They're going to receive a letter in the mail one day. Your great grandmammy, grandpappy left you this, whatever. I've been holding on to it since you be born. And I finally found you. And this is what you own. And then their mother and father say, yeah, that's true. Your grandpappy did own that. And they say, well, why you didn't inherit it? They didn't want me to have it. It's for you. Because your babies are going to F it up. Excuse my language. You have to leave it for your children's children. The most important thing you can leave to your children is the knowledge. Because if they have the knowledge, guess what? They will know how to buy land and do everything you know how to do and leave it for their children's children. But if you don't leave them with the knowledge, I don't care how much land, assets, life insurance you leave them, they're going to sell it. They're going to take that money and go buy a Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz and party with it. And everything you work for your whole life going to be gone in one weekend. It's going to be gone in one weekend. I'm telling you. You done left them $100,000, $1 million. It's going to be gone in 3 months. 3 months. Tops. They say take one generation to completely lose the family fortune. 1 or 2 generations. I forget how it goes. Something like that. Completely lose the family fortune.
That's like my family, you know, my uncles and aunt that sold my grandfather's all
Right.
that land.
Right.
160 acres.
Wow. Yeah, you
That's
was telling
crazy.
me. And it's gone.
Now, a couple of them, they actually went and bought more land, but, I mean, I could tell you stories, but they sold all that land with houses, barns, timber. It was, a lot of it was wooded, too.
They didn't have the knowledge. They didn't have the knowledge. They didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know how to develop land. They didn't know the importance of land. They didn't know land is the real gold. They didn't know any of that. And that's what happened. That is what happened. Yeah.
I have a friend whose mom just recently found out that she has some acres in Mississippi. She's talking to the lawyer about it, but she really doesn't want it because it's in an area where there's like a lot of racism, and she doesn't want the land.
That's sad. That's another thing. People so caught up on racist stuff that they don't even see the value in the land. So what? Go ahead and sell it to them racists, or build something on it and build some houses on it and sell it to them. The time they find out they bought from a black person, they'll be mad. But people so much in their feelings that they missing out on generational wealth. That's sad, man. And that's what they want. They want to keep you caught up in racism so you don't procure generational wealth. That is what's happening. That is what's happening. They want to keep you caught up in racism so you don't procure. Why they don't have movies about wealth building and black families, all the rich black families? Why every black movie is about baby boy, menace to society, slavery, selling drugs? You think this is accident? This is on purpose.
Of course it's on purpose.
But they
I want you to know that you are the original owners of this land, and was already built up before they came over here.
Right. But all these movies about Italians building empires, and white people lived in Egypt, and white people built up Egypt, and all these movies about great white people. But all the black movies is nothing but slavery, selling drugs, sleeping around, and foolishness. Ghettos.
Killing each other.
Yep, killing each other.
Going to jail.
Yep.
It's programming, part of the programming. They don't know the history of us being here and built up this country before they even brought their butt on this planet.
Yep.
They don't know that history.
Oh, they don't know. Even care. They know.
Yeah,
I agree. They know.
Yeah,
they know. They don't want to acknowledge it, but they know.
Yeah.
They know. They don't want us to know.
I think they don't even care if we know.
True.
A lot of them tell you that. I know mine told me that happened in the past. I said, okay.
Exactly.
So I have no understanding of this history and the rituals that they did on our people, especially with these holidays. I have no clue how they originated.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Egypt, you definitely won't hear about that in any books or any schools.
And that's why they blocked off the Grand Canyons, because they don't want you to go over there and learn that.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, they have pyramids around the United States.
Yeah. That was the Nile, the original Nile River.
Yeah.
But they took that history from here and put it over there in the Middle East. Turned Kemet into Egypt. So they got everybody thinking that's Egypt.
Egypt right here.
It was over here. They told a whole bunch of lies.
Egypt is right here.
Egypt originally was a part of Africa. If you look at those old maps,
yeah,
I've had a chance to see a few of them. There's no way like they have these maps now.
No, they done changed the maps and everything.
Changed the maps anyway. They got north is south and south is north and east is west and west is they flipped the whole thing on us.
Yep.
That was the spiritual mental sleep they put us under.
And all of the lands that possibly surround, I mean, the map doesn't even look like it does now at all. It's actually, and I don't know this because I'm not up in the sky and I'm not looking down. But from what I understand, all of this, there's like a lot of continents, other than the 7 continents we were taught about. There are many other lands that these, I don't want to sound crazy, but these other beings that possibly live on right here on this planet.
You said it right.
Beyond the ice
wall. You said it right.
Yeah, that's what they say. Beyond the ice wall, it's a whole nother thing.
You said it right.
Somebody just said.
I've read that too.
Somebody said.
All you gotta do is watch Star Wars. It told you the history of what happened.
Yeah. Oh, Star Wars telling you. Look, somebody said they are going to find crimson robes and silver combs in the ancient city of Carol City. It's, I'm telling you, all our cities now, Miami, New York, they're gonna be called ancient, and they're gonna say, they're gonna make up all kind of lies and say, that used to be a great city where they're gonna just make up all kind of lies.
Well, they've been doing that since they came here and took over and organized our public schools and what was supposed to be taught in the schools. See, that's the thing. They took control of everything. So, most of our people got programmed into those lies, believing those stories.
Oh, yeah.
And even with the Bible, some of the scriptures, they told you how they falsified the scribes in the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be able to read and know how to decode that coded book.
Yep.
Because it's a coded book.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have the original Bible that is locked away under the church in the Vaticans.
Yeah.
Because if you were to get a hold of that book, they know that you will find out that you were the gods of this planet, and they don't want you to know that. They want you to think.
Well, they just unveiled that actually.
Oh yeah, they had us fooled for a while, talking about we only came from Africa. No, we were all over this planet Earth.
Already here.
Yeah, but you know something else too. I think that everybody's starting to become aware of what we carry as Aboriginal people of this planet. I think all that information is coming out.
It's written. It's written to happen. It said the tail will become the head again. Once my people awaken, he said those that many were called, only a few that listen. It's all written. Everything what we're going through is already written. We don't walk in it, and we're at the end of it now.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and a lot of people are becoming knowledgeable in what was hidden.
And now you see them pale, them other beings exposing the truth and what color Jesus and everybody was. And you've been lying to these people all these years.
Oh yeah.
Now you want to tell the truth to try to save your butt, but no, that's not what the scripture says.
Oh yeah.
But it's up to us not them. It's up to us to wake up and change the narrative, because everything that was taught in the schools are lies. There was no, the Republicans were black people.
Yeah.
The Democrats wanted to keep slavery going. It was the Republicans that freed the slaves, not the Democratic Party.
Oh yeah.
See, this is the stuff that our people don't know, because they go to school, they get their degrees off of lies.
Yeah. Everything is the opposite. Everything is the opposite. If they tell you something, it's the opposite. Everything the opposite. Hold on. Oh my god. All right, y'all. That's how we get down. Get in the mastermind. 754-229-0940.